the Nexus Enterprise B, and last I left off, I got all the decals on the ship, and that was just putting on the rest of the Aztecs, the registry, a few other little piddly ones, but there is that. Decals are done. Bottom here, got them all on, and we are good to go. So what I'm down to now is I got to basically paint the black that goes all the way around in the cells, a few little touch-up places that I need to paint black, especially like the neck where I got the overspray. No big deal, but anyway, I'm going to get that accomplished today, and then I'm going to go back in, and I've done part of it. I'm taking Mr. Microsaw here and a big brush, and I've just been coating it, making sure decals are snug and secure on there, and make sure I didn't miss any that are overlapping or anything of that nature. But I did get all the decals on. I just need to get the solution on there. I'm going to let it sit for a day, and then one of two things is what I usually normally do after I soak it with Microsaw here. I usually go and spray a little bit of Future, just mist it on, just kind of give it a nice little candy shell, and then once it's fully cured and dry, then I go back in with a little bit of matte varnish, which I've been I don't know if I got any more. Where is it? It'd be in here if I had it. Testers, the like dull coat. Anything lacquer, anything like that, I've been trying to stay away. I've been going more and more to the acrylic stuff, and actually having really good luck with it, and it's water-based and you can manipulate it. So I use a lot of this, which I'm getting real low on, but anyway, that should not be an issue getting more, but I like to use the matte varnish just to you have the shine from the Future and the matte just to bring it down just a little bit, and it gives it a nice, I think, a nice realistic finish. But anyway, we're down to painting, so hopefully I get that done today, and we'll have shoot some clear on it, and then we'll be able to light it up and do some pretty pictures of it. So anyway, the Enterprise B is getting close too. And of course, we got to do a little bit of weathering because there's a couple decals that don't match up, and I got to do my Nexus little battle damage part there. So we'll take care of that hopefully today. One thing from me, if I can get it here, a new vacuum form kit. This will be available from me. You can go to Facebook. You can get it here from YouTube. Just PM me, but this is a 1000 USS Hutzel vacuum form kit. I showed you all the Hutzel yesterday. It's going to be a 2-sheet kit. Just glue the top and bottom halves together. I do get the engine part that goes in the back here. I do get the nacelles, or excuse me, the pylons. You will have to provide the nacelles, which comes with a Enterprise B or an Excelsior kit, and I haven't tried to break one apart yet, so anyway, I'll try to get one somewhat assembled so I can show everyone what it looks like when you assemble it. But anyway, it'll run $8 and plus shipping, and new for me. Anyway, very fun, so I wanted to point that out before I got a little sidetracked here. The Discovery. So I finished it last night, and when I say finished it, I got the last of the pods finished, and there's 60 of them. So when you start building one, I recommend doing these first just to get them all out of the way. But anyway, they go together really simple. There's 1, 2, 5 parts per each pod, and the only really seam work that you have right here is this part right here, but it'll fit on the bottom, so you don't really see it, so that's a good thing. You have to clean up the little nubs when you pop them off the tree. That's only really time consuming. I recommend, I don't know if you all, I stand at the table, and the reason why I build while standing is because I like to be real close to the table and up here, so when you work, when it falls, it don't fall on the floor, it falls on the table. That's kind of a little security thing I do. But anyway, pods are done, and I'm going to put them in their respective bag, and then I'm continuing on with the sub-assemblies, which we're going to start with the engines and the spine, because when you see them on the sprue, you basically get the engine, and then the other tree's got the spine part, but they're both intertwined, so you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. You're doing anyway. We got to do 10 of the spine here, which I've already got 4 of them assembled. There's only one little seam, and you really are not going to see it, and it's right here on the spine. And I wouldn't even worry about sanding it. You might be able to get a little bit with the knife. It's hardly noticeable. What I would do is once you get the spine assembled, I'd shoot some primer on it and just fill it in that way. I don't think you'd ever really see it, and it's very, very minute, so and the pods may hide most of it. But anyway, that's where I am on that. Got the one engine assembled. I haven't put the back on because I think you got to do it. Where did I see it at? Almost got this stuff memorized here. Shows it putting it on at the end. I may do that, or I think what I'm going to do is once I get that assembled, I may go ahead and put the engines on, then put that on. That's what I'm planning on. But then we're going to do the head last, because I don't know if the 2010 head's a little bit different. I assume it is. I think it's got a little more ridges right here. But anyway, we'll try to figure that out once we get to that. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. Oh, and may have a shed update, but I ain't decided if I want to do it. Let me, yeah, right there. 13 degrees. I may not, I don't know if I want to go stand out in the shed and give an update on that. That's a little too much for BHP here. But anyway, we'll see what we can do. I do have a shed update if I can get out there and not freeze to death. But anyway, we are continuing with the sub-assemblies of the Discovery. New kit from me, the USS Hutzel, and we finished putting on all the decals on the Nexus Enterprise B. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.